Open Heart to Heart by Faye Demon. Narrated by Gamma Radio. A stomach is made of stronger stuff when it's dead. That is, things that are dead rot, and a mind that is dead either gets used to the sight of rot or rots right along. That is, when you're dead, you're something new. The dead love different than the living. The body is less a thing to be guarded than it is a house to be lived in, rearranged, torn apart, built anew. He doesn't like the sedative. He wants to be here for this, wants to feel it, to experience it all the way and not be so muffled. But he can't begrudge them for it. They're learning. They don't know him yet, but they will. Next time, when they ask, he will lay down willingly with his limbs splayed, chest bare, ready for the opening. He'll be crawled into, they'll be arms deep. Maybe, if they understand, if they feel it, they'll say yes when he asks to return the favor. He'll slip into their minds and nestle there next to them, sharing the body closer than meat can ever get. Danny Fenton never had the opportunity to really understand his parents, to get to know them like he wanted to. It was always Danny and Jazz and their parents in the lab. But Mom and Dad see him when he's like this, electric bright. They streak after him, they chase. Danny Phantom can know them. They can sink their flesh fingers into his body, approximation of being, and get as close as a human can to possession. The lab is reflective, fluorescent, bright, like a grave. Danny's arms and legs are strapped tight to a metal table. His parents, in hazmat, stand on either side and look down at the ghost in their entrapment. They reach out and bear him, pull back the suit skin they made for him, sweep their hands down his chest. Through the haze, he revels in it. They're touching him, their attention, their interest. They care about him like this. They want him. Mom traces a finger along the birthmark he's had since he was small. Dad turns Danny's head this way and that, and he tries to follow them with his gaze, but he's so tired, so slow. It's all he can do to feel it. His head lolls where Dad leaves it, and from his limited vantage point, he watches them talk over him. Their hands pull away. No, not done yet. Come back. Keep going. This isn't enough. They don't know him yet, and, oh, Mom has her hand over his mouth, pressing down, a gentle shh. He can listen. He wants to listen. Danny quiets and hopes she'll press her fingers inside his mouth, meet where he speaks from, listen to him that way. She would hear it, he's sure. She's smart like that. He tries to part his lips beneath her palm, but her grip is too tight. There's coolness on his chest, a marker dotting along, drawing a Y, a preview, a promise. Danny wants to grin or giggle. He doesn't mind they're going slow. It means they're really looking. When the scalpel cuts into him, when 4 hands and so many fingers push in and peel him back, it isn't pain he feels. It isn't pleasure either. This is a different sensation, a tugging, enrapturing thing, a crossing of the line. 4 hands sink into him and touch flesh-bone organ, the approximation of such things, ectoplasm made pretty and comprehensible. They aren't careful or careless. They touch and they look and they learn him. Danny wants to reach back out towards them, to take the mist of him and slip inside, meet them in the middle, see what they have made comprehensible for him. But he can't. He's too woozy. That's okay. They're learning him. When they understand, when they feel it, they will let him up and rake the drugs away from him, and he will reach out and turn 3 souls into 1, as much as he can, of course, when they're human. But look at them, opening him up, trying to climb inside. Look how they try. Hands on his core, wrapped around his heart, fingernails digging in ever so slightly. In their grip is cupped all of him, mind and soul and deep love. Danny's fingers twitch with the want to reach out and hold their hearts in his own palms. Forever he has been reaching out, and if he could just get past the haze. I love you, it's me, he's trying to tell them. I love you, look at me, it's me. Mom, Dad, I love you, it's me.